Okay, so two quick things that I want to mention. First off, this gets a ridiculous amount of attention. That's because, again, it's the best looking Jeep on the planet. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and we're finally going to be unveiling the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392 after I got it wrapped. Now, this is going to be the best wrap so far that you guys have seen on the channel. I'm super excited to finally show you guys. First and foremost, a huge shout out and thank you to Tron Autolab for applying the material to the Wrangler. If you're looking to modify your vehicle and you live in the state of Utah, definitely reach out to them. A link to their website in the description down below. And then a huge shout out and thank you to STEK USA for providing the material. Now, I don't want to mention what the material is just yet because we're waiting to, well, unveil that later in today's video. But amazing company that makes amazing high quality material. Link to their website in the description down below as well. And let's get right into the video. So before we head out, something that I find absolutely hysterical is the fact that I'm going to go pick up my Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392 with the Xtreme Recon package that gets the worst fuel economy in Jeep's lineup, and I'm going to go pick it up with the new 4xe, which gets the best fuel economy in Jeep's lineup. So like, I will literally have Jeep's most economical vehicle right next to their least economical vehicle in today's lineup, which I don't know. I just thought that was funny. Okay, so we just officially made it over to the Wrangler, and man, it looks fantastic. Also, fuel economy now 20.2, but I still have it in the e-save mode because I need to do some range testing with this, with the electric range. You guys can see 83%, 22 miles. Have fun. We'll get your impressions. This is for a different video, by the way. We'll get your impressions for the other video that we're filming together later. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm filming like 3 to 4 videos at once all the time. Bones. You always like to do bones. Okay.
I do. I prefer that because, like, fingers, I don't know.
Fingies. Okay, well, let's take a look at, well, yeah, I don't know. Let's move on. Now, I'm not gonna make you guys wait a million years to see the Jeep. Here it is in all of its glory. And you're probably pretty confused because, well, it's still pink. And that's because I didn't go for a traditional vinyl wrap. I went for paint protection film, and more specifically, I went for paint protection film from STEK that actually gives my Jeep a satin finish. Now, I really wanted to showcase the stock color that comes with my Jeep, which is Tuscadero pink. It's a special edition color that Jeep only produced for the 2022 model year, and it's my favorite color on a vehicle, just hands down. It just looks so cool. It's just this bright, crazy, purplish pink. And again, I really wanted to showcase the color, and so I was very concerned about putting paint protection film over the Jeep because most paint protection film can sometimes kind of distort the color slightly. Not with STEK's PPF. Their PPF has the best clarity in the business, and so you can still really see just how dynamic this color is, even though I have a satin paint protection film on it. And the reason I went with satin is because I wanted something a little bit more unique so that my pink 392 isn't like all the other pink 392s. And spoiler alert, there's not that many out there, but still, it just looks so good with this paint protection film. Again, giving it the satin finish, I just absolutely love it. And one thing to mention is there are certain elements that are very, very difficult to wrap, including the little hinges right here on the door. But because of the clarity of STEK's paint protection film, you actually can't tell that those parts are not wrapped. And again, that's why I went with STEK over any other manufacturer. Just, yeah, look at that. It is so cool. And there's a lot of cool details here. So obviously, you know, the fender flares would have been pretty difficult to wrap, but we got that all done. My favorite part, though, is actually inside the Jeep. So if we open this up, and now you can kind of see the difference. Here's the gloss right next to the paint protection film. And again, because of the clarity, you can't really tell the difference as much as you think you would be able to, which I love. Again, I love that because I really want to showcase this color. We even did the whole roll cage, so that when I take the top off-roading, I can still have that cool satin finish all over the Jeep, which again, that's another cool detail with this. Yeah, Tron's installation on this was just absolutely top-notch. And I'm actually gonna have to climb on the Jeep so I can show you guys the roof, because we decided, gotta grab the grab handle, to black out the roof here. Now, the reason that we decided to do this is because, you guys probably noticed from the front view, I had the satin black front grille from the factory, and so we just wanted to have a little bit more match. So we've got like the grille that matches with the bumpers, and then obviously the little extensions here on the fender flares, the mirrors, the door handles, and now of course the roof. But my oh my, this thing just looks fantastic. So again, huge thumbs up to, of course, Tron Auto Lab for installing this, and to STEK for having such an amazing product that, again, still showcases the stock color, but it now has its own unique appearance to it, and I am just absolutely in love with this. This is my favorite vehicle now from an appearance perspective, and I can tell you right now, I'm going to be using STEK in the future for other vehicles because, yeah, this is so much cooler than the wraps I've done. Like, I can't beat this now. Now that the Jeep is fully wrapped and protected, we can finally start our off-road series with the 392. I'm just so pumped. And you guys are probably wondering why I have paint protection film on this and then all my other vehicles, and that's because, well, it's in the name, right? I want to protect the paint on all the vehicles that I own. Yes, I like to go and, you know, kind of use and slightly abuse the vehicles that I have, but I like to do that knowing the fact that I'm not going to be just completely damaging the paint on the vehicle, especially when you have such a cool color like we have here on the Tuscadero Pink 392. And so no matter what vehicle you own, I definitely recommend at least getting paint protection film on the front end of your vehicle so you don't have to stress about rock chips on the highway. And then when you go through car washes and everything, if you get like your entire vehicle covered, you don't have to stress about one of the brushes, you know, going down the side of your car and scratching it. Yes, there are touchless car washes nowadays, I understand, but still, it's just like a peace of mind thing, especially with how expensive cars cost nowadays. It's definitely worth doing to protect your investment. And so again, I definitely recommend paint protection film. I have it on every single one of the vehicles that I own, and I will continue to put it on every single vehicle that I own so that I can have a stress-free life, essentially, from a paint perspective. And if you're going to get paint protection film, get it from STEK, because like I said, the clarity on it is just fantastic, and so you can really showcase the beautiful stock paint that you get with your car, especially if you get like a specialty color like this. That's definitely worth it. And I mean, it's just, this thing shines. I love it. Okay, one last thing I promise before we head out, because I just want to like emphasize this. So this is like the first satin paint protection film that I have seen on a car where the metallic flake in the paint still, and again, it's hard to capture on the camera, still pops through as prominently as this does. Like, just perfection. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. I obviously love it, and even if you don't love it, I don't care, but I'd still like to hear from you. But yeah, just, oh my goodness, I'm speechless. Oh man, the best part ever is always starting up the 392. Always got it, the valves are open. Good job, Tron Auto Lab, for not closing the valves, because just always the best part. It sounds so good. Just, yeah, I have missed this thing so much. I'm so excited to finally get to drive it again. So this is absolutely hilarious. So Tron had the Jeep inside their building, of course, for storage while they were getting everything done. And it's like 100 degrees outside today, but the thermostat hasn't updated yet. And so it makes it look like it's a lot cooler than it actually is. Okay, so two quick things that I want to mention. First off, this gets a ridiculous amount of attention. That's because, again, it's the best looking Jeep on the planet. Tuscadero Pink with STEK's PPF. It's just perfect. But the other thing is, I think it's so weird what the Jeep brand has turned into, because again, this is, you know what, 2022, it's a brand new Jeep, and it's a body-on-frame SUV, solid front rear axles with a big V8. It's like the craziest thing ever. And then you guys saw earlier in the video what I was driving was another Jeep, a Grand Cherokee, which is a unibody SUV, independent front rear suspension with air suspension, and a hybrid system with a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder. You could not have two completely different approaches to a vehicle as opposed to those two. It's just, it's so weird to me that they're both Jeeps, but like, you gotta give props to Jeep for building like cool vehicles all across the line. But I was just thinking about that, because like, I drove up here in the Grand Cherokee and I'm driving back in the Wrangler, and it is such a different driving experience. Like, completely, it's just crazy to me. So I finally made it back home, and before I get Elise's reaction on what the Jeep looks like with the paint protection film, I need to explain something to her, and that's the reason why I put the Jeep, well, in my front yard on a little grass hill. So she asked me earlier, she's like, why do you even have this thing? What is this even for?
What's the point?
Yeah, what? She was wondering what the point of this is. So first off, this right here, I'm pointing to the 392. It has a big V8, which is fun. It's loud, it's fast, it's exciting.
99 Ford Expedition also has a V8.
Okay, but this one has almost 500 horsepower, and it's fast. And it sounds really good. Okay, the other thing, the reason why I have that on this grassy hill here. So notice how on this hill, it's not tipped to the side, right? It's like pretty much like straight up, right? And you can see the suspension, how that wheel's kind of like coming up a little bit, and then this one over here, right? You guys can see this. The reason it does that is because this has solid front and rear axles, which means when we go on off-road adventures, this is gonna feel the safest out of all the vehicles, because instead of going to a hill... She just asked which one we're getting rid of.
If this is the optimal option, why do we have others?
That's painful. I need you guys to explain in the comment section below why I need to have a Raptor and a TRX and a Wrangler 392, because I think it makes sense.
Guys who had like a shout out for you saying the TRX is in the past.
There was like one person that said that.
Yeah, in the one video, and I agreed. I was like, yeah, homie, time to get a mommy vehicle because there's no room in the garage. These things are bodacious. They take up a lot of space.
This thing's tiny. Anyways, so the point that I was trying to make is when we go on off-road adventures, when we go on big slants and everything, this will stay more like upright, so it'll just feel safer, and it's so capable. It has like almost 13 inches of ground clearance, 35s. I actually am probably going to do, well, I'll talk about that after Elise is gone, the stuff I'm going to do to this. Yeah, I'm going to do some stuff to make it a little bit more capable, but now we got to get your reaction on the pink. What do you think about the pink?
So, because I was absolutely there when you picked this up and I saw it like 2 hours ago, my comment was that I was surprised at how nice the satin looks on it, because I can't remember my exact words. Scrupulous is not it. I was, for a plain term, doubtful that it would look nice, but it looks better with the satin than it did previously, which is hard for me because I really like glitter. Like, I'm a glitter girl, but it's nice. Makes it look really finished.
There you go. The Jeep is Elise approved, which is very hard to do apparently, because I guess that she questions all of my life decisions and choices. Yes, every single one of my choices. But there you go. That's all you guys need to know on this, is that it is approved by the pickiest person on the planet. And
we're making a miniature version of me, so.
A miniature? Yes, exactly. Yeah, I just thought about that.
What if it's a miniature version of you? That's no good either.
Yeah, they won't be picky at all then. They'll just... And you know, the best part is I will have someone on my team to fight for solid front and rear axles and big V8s and having 2 pickup trucks at once. And
I did figure out names for Junior though. Instead of naming it Benjamin, I would name it Ruben, so you can both be Ben. And if it's a girl, my name's Elise, I'd name her Elodie, so we can both be Elle.
Ah.
So figured that Junior crap out.
Oh boy. So anyways, that is probably going to cap off today's video with the 392 wrap. Let me know what you guys think about the 392 wrap. And like I said, I will have some off-roading stuff coming in soon. And like next weekend or something like that. Oh, yeah, next weekend. And also the plan is to probably lift this like 2.5 inches, so it's taller, bigger tires, 37-inch tires while you're still listening here. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, different bumpers. So we have a winch in the bumper, more ground clearance on the front end. And what was the other thing that I was thinking about? Yes, I'm trying to think what else there was. But yeah, basically gonna make this even more impractical than it already is. Who would have thought? I'll see you guys.